And I thank you all for affording me the opportunity to continue to do that. And I'm just very thankful. Thank you. Thank y'all.
Tuesday night, Emmett won the Republican primary state Senate race. He did it with more than 57% of the votes. Hanger received over 11,000 votes to beat his opponent, Tina Freitas, who garnered 8,214 votes.
It was very gratifying to win, but certainly it wouldn't have happened without the help of a lot of people. And I certainly will be thanking you and talking to you individually. Obviously, it's hard to believe all this effort. It was just to get a nomination. We got the general election in front of us, so I'll be counting on you all as we work on that over the next good number of months to November.
Hanger's supporters packed into the Depot Grill in Stanton for the election celebration. Hanger told the crowd he was uncomfortable watching his family endure attacks of his character during the campaign.
For my family, it's been somewhat gut-wrenching, really, because of the nature of the campaign. I don't like these intense campaigns like this that kind of devolve into something more personal in terms of representations of what you're really about when it involves moral issues. But we can address that. We came out on top, so I'm not going to dwell on that.
Hanger has held the 24th District State Senate seat for 23 years, and he admits the negative tactics used against him were exhausting.
It's been a draining exercise, but it's the part of the politics. Whether we're talking about issues or whether it evolves into personalities and what have you, we play the game, but it should be for a purpose, not just an end in itself for winning a contest. And that's the thing I think we need to keep reminding ourselves. Those of us who choose as a method of public service to involve ourselves in elective office need to keep focused on the fact that it isn't just to beat up on the other guy. It's to put ourselves in a position to do something good for the citizens that we represent.
I caught up with Hanger, who told me about the hotly contested Senate race.
I was very pleased about that. I would have taken a win if it was just 1 or 2 votes, but we got a good margin.
Now that he has won the primary and heading towards the general election, I question him about his plans for the future if he wins in November.
Well, actually I have a list, and so we'll work on that. There are a number of things that come to mind. One, I think, will help us with the extreme partisanship that we're confronted with now, and that is how we redraw our district election lines for the General Assembly and for Congress. I think if we push forward then with what we started last year with a proposed Virginia constitutional amendment to set up a different way of drawing those lines, which will avoid a lot of the gerrymandering potential, I think that will help in overall getting the balance that we need to continue to have debate on issues, but to have it in I guess a better posture where we're not as extreme.
The 23-year veteran told me about his politics.
Politics for me is an opportunity to do public service. It's an extension of public service, and I view it as something in terms of negotiation, in that people have different viewpoints in terms of what they want to see accomplished, what the proper role of government should be, in fact, and what you have to do in order to actually get something done, if you will, in running the state and make sure that we make appropriate and timely decisions, is to be willing, without compromising principle, but to respect the viewpoints of others.
But Hanger wasn't the only Republican winner celebrating in Stanton. John Avoli supporters packed into the Mill Street Grill to congratulate him on his win over David Bourne for the 20th District Delegate seat.
My whole career that I've been involved with in public education and even public policy has been about that. I'm an Italian immigrant who was given a wonderful opportunity as a young child, and I've never forgotten that.
Avoli says he's a team player and has a different perspective of politics than most.
I love the team approach to whatever we do in life and society.
What does it mean to Avoli to win the 20th District Delegate seat?
I will represent the people of the 20th District, whoever they are, whether they are Democrats or Republicans. I'm elected now. If I win, I will be elected at least a representative to get into the general election in November. And if we win that one, you can rest assured that anyone at any time can call me, and I will represent everyone.
In Stanton, Elaine Rackley for Breaking Through News.